Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, home prices. The Chicago area's weak job market and high rate of foreclosures is taking its toll on home prices. The latest reading from Case-Shiller showed Chicago area home prices down 5.6% from a year ago in September. Another index of local home prices dropped 3.2% in the third quarter from a year ago, a steeper drop than the nationwide average. This is according to the Federal Housing Finance Agency. The FHFA All Transactions House Price Index is little watched, but it's broader in scope because it includes data from both sales and refinancings. Prices have dropped for 3 straight years in the Chicago area on a year-over-year basis, matching the performance of the U.S. market and rivaling New York as the longest downward streak of the top metro areas.
Chicago house prices will now move with the Consumer Price Index as they have for many, many years prior to the bubble. There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is they don't have a lot of downside. The bad news is you don't have a lot of upside either.
Chicago had the second worst showing behind Atlanta among the 10 largest U.S. cities, but there is a silver lining. The year-over-year drop was the smallest in 2 years, and prices actually edged up 1% from the second quarter. The housing market got a boost earlier this year because of the tax credit, but sales have slowed since it expired in the spring. Chicago's showing is not that surprising given that the Midwest in general has been lagging other parts of the country, but Barnes and others say the local housing market is bottoming out.
The past decade was just very, very rough on this economy, and especially the last 2 or 3 years. Now we've just beginning to see some nice increases in employed residents. That's the household survey. And that should perhaps start to bring greater confidence into the market and therefore an increase in the volume of sales. But we have such a large overhang of inventory from the bubble years, new construction, for example, that will keep a lid on price increases.
FHFA also has a more widely watched purchase-only index, which is based on repeat sales. That index in the Chicago area was down 6% in the third quarter from a year ago and virtually flat when compared with the second quarter. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more real estate headlines, be sure to check out ChicagoRealEstateDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.